Alrighty, now as mentioned in the previous clip, I'm going to go through and kind of knock out some of these elite tasks. So the first one up was actually the Faldor one. Now that we actually have our third piece, so I was able to get the required amount of runes, which is great. And kind of off after this, I'm going to go do the Lumbridge one. Alrighty, so here we go, completing the elite Lumbridge. Bada bing, bada boom. And that brings us up to the following tasks. So the quest cape, which we'll take care of, smithing, which isn't too bad, honestly, especially with the new minigame, Giant Forge, or Foundry. And then this is obviously already able to be completed, and same with this. So really it's just smithing and the quest cape at this point, which aren't even that bad. It's also worth noting that while the Guardians of the Rift, or like the Remnants or whatever outfit, actually helps reduce, in our case, like the elite for both the Varrock, Lumbridge, and Fally, and I think also the Hard Fally. Well, really anywhere you have to create a certain number of runes. It doesn't help in cases where you need actual like double, like for example, making 2 astral runes per essence. That does not count, or does not help. So in our case, like if we try to complete the elite Fremnik, we would still require that level 82 for double astrals. However, once we get to 82, we will require less essence to actually create or hit that double amount. So that's a rather welcome surprise, but just killing some monsters on my Slayer task here. I did actually level up earlier, so I'm 74 Slayer. Yeah, we just got the Mystic Road Bottom Darks. So figured I'd just capture this clip real quick and then continue on. Alrighty, as you can see down here in the text box, we did finish up our task. We've now done 150 and got our big point total here for 270. I was boosting previously just for some stats, and then I ended up kind of stopping just to get some more experience. But now we have a total of 902, and we can finally get the herb sack. Now that we have that, I should probably get bigger and badder at this point. Yeah, so bigger and badder, and then when do we get gargoyles? I think that might be 75. Nice. Okay, so in one level we'll get the smasher for gargoyles as well. Sweet. There's our first and probably only kill for right now on the Chaos Elemental. Seems pretty straightforward once you get these tile markers set up and are able to run them over. I did bring a little bit extra just in case I did get attacked in terms of just prayer and stuff, and gets pretty minimal too. So I think if I were to do this again for a longer duration, I'd probably just bring more like monk's robes that I think is pretty common. And then that way you're just, that way you're just focused mainly on the prayer output and not too worried about, I guess, damage. Oakley dokley. So we're going to go ahead and try to knock out this last task for the Wilderness Hard. And it happens to be our 3 boss kills. So we have the Crazy Arc, Chaos Fanatic, and Scorpia to take care of. We're going to start off with Scorpia just because I think that's going to be the most annoying, just in terms of the ancient casting and all that. Chaos Fanatic is not too bad. We do have about 80 charges left in our crystal bow, as you can see in the chat here. So I think that should be enough to actually get us the kill. And then the last and easiest is definitely going to be the Archaeologist. So without further ado, let me show gear. So nothing too crazy here. Just bring extra prayer pots. Just try to pray and get the kill as quick as possible. And then overall items, nothing too crazy if we lose. So oh, nice. Okay. Well, there's our stage 1, and let's go ahead and dip out of here. Actually, you know what? Since we're already here, might as well try to get like a few more kills in. Oh shit. Okay, we are going to dip. No!
Future editing toast here. I just want to preface this before you say, caught you in 4K, you suck at tanking. I'm not trying to do that. I know they're gonna kill me. Namely because I don't have the gear. Like I know it's multi. I don't have any hides to try to like have them splash against me. So the chance of me getting away here is like 0.00001, right? And so because I loathe PKers, generally what I'm going to do is just try to eat up any supplies, drink any and or empty any potions I have. And let's say I have like bones and I'm at the ability altar, I will straight up bury them bitches. I don't want the PKers to get anything in a loot key, and I hate them. So uh, you'll see me here just kind of like start eating as much as I can. I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to get rid of supplies so they don't get anything. So in this clip and in the future one, I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to remove loot, I guess. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the clip.
Well, that's tragic. At least we kept the shard, so I guess that's probably the only good thing out of all that. Well, that's the unfortunate side of being greedy, I guess. So I'll go ahead and gear up again, knock it out, and then try to jump to the other two. Okay, so clearly that's not going to work right now. We'll come back and do it later. Oh, okay, okay. There we go. Got the first kill. Let's fucking get out of here. Alrighty, step 2 completed, and we just have the last one, so let's go ahead and gear up for that. I got TP around until I can get back to the enclave here. Woo! There's our achievement diary. So obviously we get a whole bunch of rewards for doing this, namely obviously the sword, which allows us to actually teleport to the fountain if we want to do that. We get a lava, or not a lava lamp, an antique lamp, so that'll actually get us the next herblore level, and we can start doing, or at least cleaning the toadstool. And then after that, I mean, 5 keys for the manuals, I think is the pretty big one. Then we can also choose our destination when we're using the obelisks in the wilderness, which is pretty cool. We have a reduced entry fee to the resource area, so we're down to 3750 coins. And then the biggest thing for me, at least right now, is the wine of Zamorak being noted whenever we get it either from the Chaos Temple or the Deep Wilderness Dungeon, which we're going to go do. So we've got about 200 potions we need to make. All right, and let's do this. Bada bing, bada boom. 75 herblore, very nice. And now we can go clean our stuff. Figured we'd go ahead and get some of our range experience up. So we got about 600 chens to use. Come over to Maniacal Monkeys and kind of knock this out. This is what basically I got to 99 with the main on. See you guys in a bit. There's the first level. And there we go. So we got about 107 or 167, yeah, 1,000 experience off about 500 chens, so not too bad. The initial plan was to wait till about 80 hunter after I got all of the chens off that, right? But I just kind of got bored and figured I'd go do this real quick. Alrighty, another level acquired, and we are now officially just 1 level away. I mean, we could boost if we wanted, but 1 level away from actually being able to mine a little bit of rune, complete some diary tasks. It's been nice to AFK a little bit, just watching Mission Impossible on the side.
Hey, quick interruption. This is obviously just future Toast at doing a little bit of editing, but the following clips, unfortunately, were taken from my Twitch VOD, and I was testing out some Twitch streaming at the time, and I didn't know that you could actually separate the like background music or anything else from your voice. So there is going to be some clips with just some automatic lo-fi, I think chill hop or something like that in the background, I know I've been adding those to the videos anyway so far, but I won't be able to separate it, at least without much effort. So I do apologize, but hopefully you can bear with it. And I think moving forward, I did end up figuring out how to separate those tracks, but in the meantime, this is what we got.
That's crazy. 2 uniques in 4. I'll take that. Especially because I already had like 358 or 350 KC. It's actually an item I wanted to. No unique on the last. Unfortunate. Torags, plate legs. No back to back. No. Not another dupe. I always get dupe weapons, god damn it. Hopefully the back-to-back is not a dupe. That's my only wish. Oh dear, RuneScape gods. No back-to-back. Never lucky. Well, I've done 54 Barrows runs. I finally got another Carol's piece. It's not the top, it's the bottom, which is fine. And then I got the Aram staff for the first time, and then I got a dupe of it. And then I got Torags for the first time, the plate legs. And then I got a dupe flail. So I still have I have 16 of 25. And I have a fuck ton of weapon dupes. I was actually listening to a podcast with, I think it's like Sebe or something like that. But he was interviewing Mod Ash, who's been there from basically like before, well, really the beginning. And he was talking about how they were getting like a whole bunch of like subs in. It was like 5K subs or something like that, or memberships rather, into, you know, RuneScape at the time. And then they made a deal to put the game on Miniclip and some other sites. And they went from like 5K memberships to like 100K plus or something like that. And so they were just like racking in so much money. And apparently they had goals for like the company. So like, hey, if we get X amount of subs in a month, or something like that, then, you know, we'll go get dinner. And there's like different tiers to this. I'm praying the wrong thing again. Different tiers to this, and then they, as soon as they put it on Miniclip, blew by all the sub goals within a month. And I think like the top tier one at the very end was to go to like New York or something. Let's see, last run, do we get anything? Nope. So anyway, dolphin noises intensify. Damn, another item, and it's a dupe.
Collection log slot completed.
Let's go! Yes! I think that completes the set. Finally.
Just about to hit 500 KC too. Oh, it does. Yes, full carols. And it's what I wanted to. Love that. God damn it. Dupe on the last one.